Scrappy friends, this is Hannah with you today, and I have a traveler's notebook spread today for you. And right now I am looking through my kit because I'm going to figure out what papers. Um, Before I get started, I will say that I am mixing the June Aquarelle kit and with the Traveler's Notebook kit from May. I don't have the Traveler's Notebook kit for June, so for the Aquarelle kit. And so there are definitely add-ons that you can add from the store to match the June kit, but quite a bit of the stuff from the May kit for the Traveler's Notebook May kit went with the June kit, so I just put it in, and I thought it would be a good way for you guys to kind of get an idea of how I'm using my May kit and that I am using it and all that good stuff. So the notebook that I'm using right now as I'm chatting, I'm doing this as I was scrap chatting with my friend once a week. Me and my bestie, we like to get together and FaceTime each other because of course we don't live next to each other because that would be, just too awesome, right? But anyway, so back to what I was saying. I am using the actual Midori brand Traveler's Notebook right now for this one. And I have quite a few notebooks. And with the Traveler's Notebook kit, you also get an insert each month, which is really nice because if you're like me, you just like inserts, and it's really easy to not have any idea what the heck you want to put in an insert. And I am trying to kind of get into the habit of having certain things in certain notebooks just so that I can kind of have some kind of system. It's not a very good system, but my thought is to eventually have a notebook that's just me related and mostly just stuff about me, and then to have one that has like either just like some fun like travel-y or day in the life type things for our family. I also would love to every once in a while do like Project Life in there, which is what I'm doing in this album right now. So yeah, so that's what I'm working. So this is from 2015. So this is like a long time ago. I was doing Project Life in the pockets, and then the Midori thing kind of started going off, and so I decided, hey, why not put it in the notebook? And for a while, I actually stamped September along the side because this is for the month of September, right along the side, but I've decided to not do that because it kind of requires me to go in my stash and find the stamps for September. But that was one thing that I do on each page is make sure that I put the date just so that I know. And all of these photos that I've had in, ready to go in here were already printed with the dates on them, so that made it really nice and easy. So all I kind of have to do is just go into my memory box called my brain and figure out what I wanted, the story that I wanted to tell. And I'm kind of glad that I already printed the photos off because I think that if I hadn't, I probably wouldn't finish this up. But because I already have the photos already printed up, it makes it nice and easy. So what I'm working on is the second page. I want to just kind of scatter these frames from the embellishment part of the kit. We got, I think, a half a pack of embellishments for the kit this month, and there are a ton of embellishments. And I also in my stash have another package of these embellishments, so they're really nice and fun. But there's tons of these frames, and I also have some chipboards. So the chipboard frames are from my stash. I'm not sure if they're in the store, but if they are, I will make sure I link to them because I know that there are quite a bit of add-ons from the actual kit. Like there's wood veneer, there was an add-on, and there also were the enamel dots. So I thought it would be fun to use these frames because I don't really use frames that much, and something like this is a nice little fun project. to add the things that you're probably not just going to use. I mean, I don't know. I guess part of it is using stuff that you love, but there's also this aspect of that we get so much stuff, especially in our kits, and to use it up. So these notebooks are really, really fun. And I'm going to back each of those chipboard frames with pattern paper so that I could add something on the inside if I want to. And I'm not really sure exactly if that what I was going to add to it or not, but you know. So the one has the paper that I have on the other side, and that is from Pink Fresh Studio. And like I said, that's from the May Traveler's Notebook Kit. And then that watercolor paper is from the June kit. So I am surprisingly still going with my papers. I have quite a bit, but I have a lot of it is cut up now. So it's kind of, I'm at the near the end where I'm limited in what I can do and using a lot of cardstock and stuff, which I don't mind because I like using cardstock anyway. So, but it just makes it nice and fun. And the great thing about these Traveler's notebooks is that they're small and you can add as much or as little papers or embellishments to it. And I tend to border probably on more than some other people, so I think it'll be nice and fun to just kind of see how I use them compared to other people. I definitely have no problem adding stuff like those chipboard frames, but they definitely add a lot of book. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm near the end of the month of June for documenting my month, and there's still quite a bit of papers left in my notebook, but it is very full. So probably after I'm done with June or with the September, the photos that I have, and I have like maybe 2 or 3 more photos left, I will probably just kind of keep it really nice and simple and maybe just kind of journal a little bit about that month, what I can remember from it. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes one of the nice things about using Traveler's notebooks is that you can do the journaling as you go in the notebook, which is nice and fun. So yeah, so I'm just kind of like looking through and seeing where I had my photos, because this is one thing that I've been trying to do with these is try to alternate where I have my photos on the different pages so that I don't have it all in the same spot. Just trying to like equal out, because it is so bulky. Now, if you have a problem with the bulkiness, one, don't layer your papers as much as I did. And with like stuff like these chipboard frames, there's layers, and you can definitely peel back some of the layers so that it's more flush to the page. Now, obviously, you're going to lose a little bit of the effect of what these chipboard frames have, but I mean, you won't have to worry about the bulkiness. And I will say that that is one thing that I'm learning just as I'm going on in my process of using these notebooks for a couple years now, is that you really, if you overfill it, it really will be hard to close it up. So, I mean, it doesn't bother me too much. Like I said, after I'm done with these last few pictures, I probably won't really add too much more to it just because it is very crazy. But pretty much all that I have in this notebook is stuff from the month of September of 2015. So I might go through and use a little bit more like some script font and stuff, like watercolor script font, and do some stuff in there. That's one of the things with these papers that even though you can see a little bit through, it's not too bad. So yeah, these ones are a lot thinner than the ones in the kit. So just know, if you get the Traveler's Notebook kit from Click Kits, right? The paper in theirs is thicker, and it's a nice thickness, because then you don't have to worry about. This was one of the things that I was had to think a little bit more with this notebook, is that you can see on the other side. So depending on whatever pattern you put on, if it's a double patterned, which is kind of nice with these 6x6 pads, because the pattern's only on one side, so you're not worrying about, you know, what is gonna be coming through. But that's the nice thing about the Traveler's notebooks from Click Kit that you get in your kits. So I'm just taking some of these butterflies, and I'm going to add them on top, and then I added that flower too. They're really nice and fun and watercolory, and they add just a fun little thing. And I really like how they kind of go along with my picture because it's a picture of a script font. And I was working, especially around that time in September, I was working a lot on trying to figure out how I wanted to do like my not my YouTube, my blog name, and trying to think of like more of a brand and how I wanted it to look. And so I did lots of practicing. And I think at that point I was taking a class from Studio Kelco. They had like a how to establish yourself, which I'm really big into taking lots of classes. I didn't find that that class was very helpful. Kind of was a waste of my money, but it was just fun to set some time aside and just kind of play around with some looks and stuff. And this is one of the things that I'm very crafty and artsy, but I do like kind of jump around and do different things just to kind of keep my skills, even if they're not that amazing, and even if I'm not like that great at scripting and all that stuff. The more I do it, the better I'm gonna get. So I'm looking through the die cuts also from the May Kit, and there were a few pieces that were really, really fun that I thought went along with what I had already added. And I'm trying not to overdo it, but I know I can. And I think I'm just about done. I find like one or two smaller things. Oh yeah, these acetate flowers or like starbursts, and they're perfect for the page. And then I'm just going to end up adding some puffy stickers, which I think I did off camera. So here is the finished product. I really love how it turned out. It's nice and fun and watercolory, and it goes along with what I was documenting, but it's nice and simple and just kind of fun with all the frames. So I hope you guys check out the blog. I hope you check out the store. I'll make sure I have links to both of the kits so that you can see what is all in it and all the add-ons. And don't forget to come back later and see more videos on this channel. See you guys. Bye.